Alright everyone, welcome to the stream. My name is Gary, aka Hamoff347, and today we're going to have a wonderful match between the Penn State Harmony and Team E. Now we have a couple seconds here before both teams get started, and for those of you unfamiliar with the structure of this particular tournament, the first map is randomly decided each week, but after that first map, it's loser's choice of a map type not yet played. So it'll be very interesting to see the map picks and counter picks coming out from both teams. Both hero pools have finally been established. We have 30 seconds left before the teams decide to attack here. As for Penn State Harmony, we see Ace of Speeds on the Hanzo, Foster Walrus on Rhine, PSU Kickus on the Farah. Oops. We see Dead Knight over on the Zarya. We see Dumo or Domo, not quite sure on that one, on the Mercy, and Enchilada over on the Moira. Sorry, I thought it was in the other spawn. I'm gonna come out the gate here with on board with Blaze here for Team E. Didn't get to really see their starting lineup. They got a Lucio Roadhog, a Brigitte, a Doomfist, a Hanzo, a Genji, and an Orisa. See Blaze over here on the side trying to get some early picks, or at least some damage dealt onto the center point. Seems like Penn State Harmony has mostly taken the point, while Team E is kind of trying to fight their way onto it. So far that doesn't seem to really be working, as picks are coming in for Penn State Harmony, and it looks like for now Team E is going to have to back out. Although Penn State Harmony don't have, you kind of have to remember to finish the point off there. Res comes in from Domo on to Foster Walrus, and very good starting take here. Oh, a nice hook comes in from Yang King Guai, but unfortunately that Reinhardt target just got a quick bubble from Zarya. Again, nice hook coming in onto the Zarya. Doesn't seem to have a personal available. Yang King with a quick breather here. And it's looking like Team E is almost ready for the counterattack. They're almost doing a sort of split push here, and so far it doesn't seem to really be working, as again, picks are coming in. PSU Kickus with a nice early barrage, kind of ending the fight, and any chances of Team E taking this first counterattack. So once again, we're kind of getting a reset here out from Team E. Penn State Harmony kind of punishing Team E on their retreat. They're pushing up pretty far here. Again, we see Super Dude over on the side there, trying to come out with a little bit of a flank of sorts. Yankee trying to get some shield shred damage on that Reinhardt. And it looks like Penn State Harmony have kind of figured out, they know their tempo. They're backing back onto the point. Whole Hog comes out from Yankee, but unfortunately doesn't keep him up as the kills keep coming in for Penn State Harmony. Zarya Grav comes out, and once again, Team E just doesn't really have a chance here. They're falling back, and that is a team kill coming in for Penn State Harmony. Coming up on 70% here at the on the very first map of Oasis. Oasis being a King of the Hill style map control map. It's actually going to have not one, not two, but possibly three little mini maps, mini objectives to be captured during the match here. Again, Team E kind of going with this sort of split push here. Hasn't really seemed to bear a lot of fruit, but they're going to have to get on. They have only 10% of the point left here. Hanzo Dragon ult coming out from Penn State Harmony, and it just doesn't look like Team E can get to the point. Genji Chimes is coming over the wall, and he just can't get to the point in time, and that is point one of Oasis going to Penn State Harmony. Like I said, Oasis is a best 2 out of 3 map here, so we're going to see at least one, possibly 2 more stages of Oasis before we start going into the picking and counter-picking of the maps like I previously mentioned. Again, Team East seems to kind of struggle almost out of the gate. They're making some switches to their lineup, almost going for a sort of hybrid, not really a dive, I guess it is more of a technical brawl comp, but having actually a double hit scan trying to deal with Kickus, who's giving them some problems. Charging straight onto point. Actually, no, they're taking the left side high ground. Good play with both a soldier and a McCree. McCree's kind of lagging behind, trying to deal some damage there onto Kickus and Dumo. Fishcat really overexposed here. He could possibly be collapsed on, and it looks like Harmony's sort of kind of getting onto that. Fishcat demech'd, and he's trying to just get back with his team. He gets booped off, though, by Kickus. And just once again, Penn State Harmony coming out on top here in this initial fight. Although not without Team E Super Dude being able to take down Kickus first. But with a Mercy, that very well might be rezzed quite easily. Unless it fell off the side, I wasn't quite sure. And that may have been the case. I don't see a res coming out immediately. Super Dude either really staggered or just fighting to keep alive over here. Coming on board with him, he's trying the Genji. Picks up Ace of Spades, which is a great kill. One of the DPS down. Uh-oh. Kickus, though, kind of hearing that, he comes on back and says, no, I'm going to stagger you. Kickus mostly uncontested up here in the air. And with Poppy Virus out of the way, pinned by Reinhardt, by Foster Walrus on PSU Harmony's side. That's definitely not going to be changing anytime soon. Being contested, mostly uncontested in the air, is a huge, huge problem for Team E. They really need to be working on shutting Kickus down. But Kickus being one of Penn State Harmony's star players, I don't know if that's easier said than done. Oh, as I say that, he gets knocked down to 40 HP, but still Penn State Harmony holding the point strong. We're already up to 60% already. And Team E not really able to get a word in edgewise. Trying to regroup, figure out their plan of attack. Fishcat taking it again, another early sort of aggressive. Before trying to fall off here, just damage being dealt by Kickus' rockets. Self-destruct comes in, but unfortunately doesn't pick anyone out, which would have been huge. As I say that, Foster Wallace has actually slept and antied over in the corners, but he's able to charge back onto the point. Reinhardt, battling the Reinhardt here on the point, but just without his team support, there's not much that can really be done there. And I think this is actually going to spell the end of the map. Team E, I don't think, is going to even be able to get back. And indeed, that is actually the case, as the first map goes the way of Penn State Harmony. Yeah, and Kickus really doing a lot of work there. The little mini star of Oasis. And Oasis is notoriously a Pharah-oriented map. With that in mind, Team E might be wise to pick a different sort of map with not quite so much Pharah potential. Or Pharah-friendly architecture. All the cards going the way of Penn State Harmony, as this is really kind of to be expected with a 200% to 0 domination.
Clear skies ahead.
And we will be right back once the next map has been selected. Without much delay, the second map in the series here tonight is going to be Hanamura. Once again, an interesting style of pick coming out from Team E here, because there is a little bit of potential for Pharah, especially on the defensive side, but once again, anything can sort of happen. Kickus has quite a few cards up his sleeve, different heroes he can play, as we're even seeing here in the pre-game, we can actually come over here and see Kikis is actually on a Zarya at the moment. Will be spawning in just 1 second here. Looking like Penn State Harmony is actually going to be running a GOATS composition. That triple tank, triple support sort of style here. Again, the Brigitte, Reinhardt, Zarya, Diva, Lucio, and Moira. On the other side, it looks like Team E is going with more of a 2-2-2 sort of combo here. We got the, as soon as they come out, you see the McCree, the Mercy, Roadhog, Doomfist, Brigitte, and I know there's a Winston somewhere. There he is in the back. Some of the interesting players to, again, kind of watch here in this match, not only Kikis, but certainly another star player on the other side. It's probably going to be Young K, because, once again, he's a very, very skilled sort of player. Again, given the right sort of circumstances here, the support he needs from his team. Without further ado, let's stay on board with him, see what happens with Team E's defense. See if he can go a little better here on Hanamura than on Oasis. Again, McCree starts firing off the shots here. It looks like Penn State Harmony is actually, like I said, using that sort of brawl comp and just kind of forcing their way onto the point. Pitcat goes down, Super Dude goes down. Those are huge, huge picks for Penn State Harmony. And Team E just can't get a word in edgewise. And with one of the most decisive takes you could possibly have on Hanamura, as Foster Walrus kind of celebrates there, we have already seen the first point Hanamura go. And this, of course, causes a couple changes over there from Team E. We see Poppy going over onto the Zarya. Not quite sure the idea there. And we're already attacking on the second point. Penn State Harmony with a pretty decisive slam there, but unfortunately doesn't get anything. Same thing with the McCree ultimate there. A huge pick coming out from Penn State Harmony onto Black Matter. Two picks coming. It looks like Penn State Harmony is actually only one up in the moment. But again, those picks just keep coming. And even with the spawn advantage, that's going to be a very hard fight to keep sustaining. Black Matter finally back in the mix as the Mercy, trying to get some healing on. Beat comes out from Dumo, getting just a lot of healing there for all of his team. Shatter comes out, connects this time. Poppy Bar is taken out. Again, just looks like total point control coming out from Penn State Harmony. Like, there's not much that they can really do. Team E can really do to get back on the point here, but they need to. One tick's already gone over to Penn State Harmony's way. Self-destruct coming out, but self-destruct isn't really worth much when the entire enemy team is dead, and that is round one. Hanamura already in the books. Penn State Harmony is definitely looking up to be one of the top teams in the Penn State Fall Open Series here. Again, they've been performing quite well in not only week one with a pretty decisive win, 3-1 over the Lion Pride, but most certainly just a very strong team in general. Team E last week, they had a little bit of mixed results. They played the Penn State York Thundercats and just barely took the loss there, forcing a map 5 actually, Thundercats winning 3-2. So again, it was kind of interesting to see if Team E will be able to bounce back. But at this moment, it looks like they're having some issues, perhaps some coordination. You see a lot of players on Team E going in without really a lot of support. It just seems like a lot of confused brawling. And while that might work on the competitive ladder, it doesn't really seem to work in an organized tournament such as this, where again, teamwork, team play, and actually being able to trust your team, execute calls, get them done, is a very large part of success in LAN or pseudo-LAN play or tournaments like this. Penn State Harmony, like I said, that far on the defense, definitely one of Kix's more signature heroes there. So we'll just have to see what Team E has installed. Looks like Super Dude is actually going to be matching on the other side with a Pharah of their own. Mercy's coming out on both sides. Pharmercy, still a very popular choice. It'll be very interesting to see what kind of happens here. We have almost like a brawlish sort of comp. Nice Fire Strike comes out. from Foster Walrus. Super Dude trying to just lay some shots in onto the high ground there. Not much coming in. Farfara has been noticed, as well as the Mercy that is with him. Fishcat again pushing super far forward, and he's already sort of getting collapsed upon over on the side there. Kind of trying to escape, get some health, but Ace of Spades seems to kind of have his number. Fishcat trying to put up a good stall there. Is demech'd, but now we just have the rest of Harmony coming in to stagger Fishcat if possible. Ace of Spades actually bit off a little more than he could chew, gives Fishcat the remech as well as giving Team E a pick, and that is huge. Fishcat already walking around to the back, starting to get on the point, kind of forcing Penn State Harmony back a little bit. Rez comes in from Dumo onto Ace of Spades, so they are back at their full fighting 6. Fishcat is just separated on the point, away from the rest of his team. Not much can really be done if the rest of your team is still sitting at that choke. Super Dude with a great pick onto PSU Kickus once again. And we have Dragons coming in from Yonke, getting a nice pick onto the Reinhardt here. Although Dead Knight with a pick onto the Mercy, as well as Ace of Spades onto Blaze. That's no healing from, I don't believe, yeah, no healing coming in from Team E. Although Team E is technically up here. They have, I think, 2, 3, almost 4 back. They could probably take out Dead Knight, as well as Enchilada on the Moira there. But Kickus is coming back. Super Dude with a good pick onto Dead Knight. And this is Penn State Harmony's choice. Are they going to keep fighting here, or are they going to give it up and try to defend the next point? It looks like Kickus is going to be going in here. He has his barrage ready. He's just looking for a good point to use it. Kickus with a nice 2-piece as well as a demech. That could potentially be shutting down the entire push here. Pixar again just coming in for Penn State Harmony and really capitalizing off of that initial break given to them by Kickus. And it looks like Penn State Harmony is actually going to hold for now. And not even a single tick of progress made for Team E. And that's really, really heartbreaking. A nice stagger comes in onto Yonke from Enchilada on the Moira there. Fishcat looks like he's going to get staggered as well. They're not going to let him leave in one piece, and they don't. So Team E, they only have a minute and a half here to try to figure out how they're going to regroup and take this point. It has been long past the time when they would have been able to have the same amount or even more time than PSU Harmony would. But again, just kind of taking the point, getting to try to attack second point, hopefully finish with some extra time. That would be a huge, huge thing. Plus Rolls with a nice shatter comes in, picks up 2. A Graviton Surge comes in as a follow from Dread Knight, picks up a nice 3-piece. And a couple ults coming out from Penn State Harmony. Kind of finishing up the fight here. Some picks did go the way of Team E, but can't do too much more. As again, their team was just kind of all falling there. Only 3 members of Penn State Harmony left on the point. So if Team E can regroup really quickly, they might even be able to take some progress, take the point. They only have 30 seconds, so this is going to be the last push. Dragons comes out from Ace of Spades, doesn't pick up anyone. Yonke up on the ledge there. Kind of gets drove back by Kickus and his Mercy there, Dumo. Team E trying to get through the choke there. But when picks are coming in, Kickus doing the work. Like I said, truly a star player. Gets another nice 2-piece. Fishcat with a single self-destruct kill onto Ace of Spades, but that gets... Kickus was actually taken out first and gets the res. But, like I said, just Penn State Harmony locking down the point. Team E can't get to it. And this is a very, very dominant performance coming out from Penn State Harmony. All right, our third map coming up here, it's going to be the escort map of Rialto. Now again, even though this is a series best of 4, so again, this could possibly signal the win for Penn State Harmony, who are actually going to be shown in blue this time, just swapping sides to ensure fairness. Both teams get to start on both attack and defense. So keep that in mind. Penn State Harmony now in blue, Team E now in red. Now again, even though this could be potentially the match-winning map for Penn State Harmony, we're going to play all 4 maps at the very least, just to help, again, get some practice, allow for map differential to come into play, help organize the standings. We see far picks coming out from both sides, actually. Enchilada dying it somehow. I'm not sure if that was an intentional death or sort of BMing or actually a mistake. I wasn't sure. Oh. According to her, she didn't know that she died if she would fall in the water. Alrighty, we are just about ready to have this third map get underway. Team E, Penn State Harmony. Let's get started. Team E out of the gate, sorry again with that sort of Farah offense, as well as the McCree trying to deal with Kikis on the defensive Farah. Ace of Spades with a great pick onto Super Dude, again kind of going to stifle the attack a little bit from Team E, but definitely more than enough space Team E to push forward. Fishcat, again, just going in by himself, kind of getting picked off immediately. Poppy with a huge pick onto Dumo. With the Mercy out of the way, this is a huge opportunity for Team E, especially as their respawn is so much closer. Fishcat, I'm sorry, that was Poppy, just trying to get back a little bit. Picks are coming in the way of Penn State Harmony. Super Dude gets a nice pick onto Ace of Spades. Kikis, although, punishes him. Again, the respawn is much closer for Team E than for Penn State Harmony here. But even so, you see Team E kind of falling back a little bit. Yankee kind of going up to the top here, seeing if he can possibly like a flash or something onto the far, or the Mercy there. Ignores the Mercy, going for the pick onto the far, but unfortunately Kikis says, nah, that's okay. I'm fine where I am, right up here. Super Dude over in the back trying some far of his own, although without a fellow, or without a Mercy in tow. Kind of trying to go around a little bit maybe, just to get some poke damage in. Foster Wallace taken down to about half health there. Yankee with a quick Deadeye onto Foster Walrus. Foster is brought back to life by Dumo. Nice pick comes in from Poppy off of the self-destruct there. Super Dude takes out Kikis while Kikis is in the process of demeching Poppy. Poppy does go down at the hands of Foster. And again, Team E just can't seem to really get their ball rolling. Penn State Harmony, really a very, very strong team. Fishcat going in once again kind of by himself, trying to make some space for his team. Again, without the support that his team really needs, or he needs from his team, he can't make a lot of space if he's dead. Or at least back in the spawn. Kind of... Oh, self-destruct comes in. Unfortunately, it does pick Blaze. Fishcat, I don't know if that was a reset or what that was. Dives straight into the river there. And it looks like this is going to be a full reset from Team E, as Penn State Harmony is just happy as can be, sitting up right on the point. Dead Knight actually does get demeched by Yankee from spawn. So that'll be a little bit until he can get his mech back. Although again, with a terror like Kikis coming from the skies, Team E doesn't really have a lot of opportunity to even really contest the point here. He's definitely a threat that needs to be eliminated. Winston Olcus pops from Fishcat, trying to again make some space for his team. Black Matter with a huge pick onto Dead Knight, one tank out of the way. Although Yankee gets taken out by Kikis. It is slightly in the favor of Team E just because of the time and distance, the difference in respawns. Dumo does get the res onto Enchilada. Kickus just kind of battling Super Dude in the air, and Kickus wins that battle. Super Dude, or Kickus dropping into the back, ult goes off, gets 1, almost 2, and Poppy actually picks up Kickus. As some real space is being made here. Progress on the cart. Fishcat again kind of trying to push forward. Poppy self-destructs, doesn't even pick up Enchilada. Somehow gets remexed, which is really incredible here. Now they just need to solve for time, make sure their team gets back here. Black Matter is seriously low. They had an ultimate. I'm not sure why it wasn't used. It comes out looking like Penn State Harmony is going to even hold Team E here. Poppy with another self-destruct. Or no, I'm sorry, that was Dead Knight. I thought it was Poppy. It looked like it was coming out. And that is going to be where the payload stops. Yeah, I keep saying it again and again, but Penn State Harmony is definitely looking to be the team to beat in this league. And they're definitely showing us why people are starting to say that, with quite extraordinary displays, holding the other teams to just not even a single point on or a single percentage, excuse me, on Oasis. To I don't even think it was a single point. No, it wasn't on Hanamura. And now not even a single point on Rialto here. This is truly just something incredible has been going on with Penn State Harmony. And it would be very interesting to see their reasonings in a little bit of a post-game interview as to what they're doing right. What's their secret? Again, can almost fit it into one single frame, all the distance that the payload has to cover. Yeah, you can kind of see it through the trees there in the upper left. And that is not a lot. We actually see some different strats coming over here from Penn State Harmony. We see a swap onto like a Bastion, it's a triple DPS, 1 tank, double support. Kickus was just fooling us. He's actually onto a D.Va, so it's going to be a traditional 2-2-2. Would have been interesting to see a Bastion, but we'll kind of again stick on board with Kickus, see what's going on. Foster Wallace jumping up top, trying to punish Yankee over on the Roadhog. He is able to get away. Diving up top, Foster Wallace getting dangerously low, healed up by the friendly Doma though. Dead Knight getting a couple picks. Doing some really good work here. And without a Mercy, there's no chance for Team E to even get that rezzed. They have to come back organically. Kills have been rolling in for Penn State Harmony. Team E isn't really able to put much of a stop up. And we have 3 minutes to go, but the payroll's already there. Kills are still coming in for Penn State Harmony. It's only Super Dude, it looks like, who's going to be up here. Oh, we have a couple more coming from lower. Foster Wallace popping the Primal Ultimate, trying to keep people away from the cart. Let the rest of his team walk it in. And it looks like that very much is almost what happened. Super Dude is on the cart, but doesn't even have his Reaper Ultimate up yet. It's just Super Dude. Black Matter is the only one standing up here, trying very valiantly to defend the cart. Poppy's coming back finally, but again, they're just getting picked off. And without much delay, that is Penn State Harmony taking the match.
Play of the game.
Mission accomplished.
Alright, as you hear and can now see on your screen, the last map of tonight is going to be King's Row. Like I said, even though Penn State Harmony has won the match, we still are playing 4 just for the sake of map differential, which could play a slight factor into the rankings in later weeks. It'll be very interesting to see what Team E decides to do, seeing if they can pick up a single map win, which could be huge, off of Penn State Harmony. Penn State Harmony, again, is now back in red. Again, we had the swap just to ensure fairness for both teams. And Team E is, again, over in blue. Death Knight, being smart, taking a little peek out the top, seeing if anyone pokes. Might have seen a couple of little indicators there. Dumo also taking a little peek there, sees the Moira, or the Brigitte rather, sees the Lucio, sees the Diva. Just trying to see what's going on, how they'll have to formulate their attack. Looks like Super Dude himself is actually getting pretty close here, trying to pick out what the other team has. Nice cheerful hello. Again, we try to be nice, respectful here. Alright, and without delay, here is the final map of the evening. Alright, Penn State Harmony out of the gates. Running, again, a sort of hybrid dive, but mostly brawl-style comp here. Eve is good with so much, kind of going straight in. Team E kind of enveloping them. Damage coming in from Fishcat on the side. Although Harmony is just trying to deal that damage. Ace of Spades gets hooked, but unfortunately they can't finish him off. Harmony now fighting on the point. A lot of damage going into Kyung Yi. And they're kind of forced off the point as Blaze goes down. Fishcat gets demech'd. Hammer already done for Foster Walrus, and it looks like Team E is just backing out. Can't really contest too much more. They lost too much. Foster Walrus really looking forward to trying to see if he can get any late staggers on anyone who had the old spawn. Blaze bravely poking forward. Gets pinned by Foster. Foster just creating loads of space for his team. Reaching forward. Self-destruct comes in. Doesn't pick up anyone. Foster able to turn around, get a nice shield off. Foster again with a pretty good charge. Beat comes in from Super Dude. Trying to keep Team E up a little bit longer, keep him in this fight. Fishcat is demech'd by the self-destruct from Dead Knight. Juma picks up the elimination on the Arissa's podium there, her little bongos, but Penn State Harmony just laying down all of the kills. Again, led here by Foster Walrus and his swinging Reinhardt, similar almost to a like Fraggy. Misses the charge there onto the Diva, and it looks like he might be punished for it. Health pack from Brigitte keeps him alive for a little bit longer, and they actually get Fishcat out of his mech. Dumo with the finishing kill. Again, there goes Foster, just to create some space. Team E really scrambling here. They want to try to win a map. But Harmony is just rolling through King's Row. Yakingai is trying to get a hook. I think he got one, actually. Not sure who that was onto, but unfortunately didn't kill him. It might have been onto Dumo, actually. Foster, again, just swing through, keep making space. Gets a nice pin onto Fishcat. Fishcat kept alive for the moment, escapes up to the top. Foster just making sure his team has plenty of space. Self-destruct comes in and doesn't get anyone, unfortunately. Fishcat taken down by Ace of Spades, and the cart is already rolling into the final turn here. Team E with another nice rally. Penn State Harmony with an actual rally from Brigitte. Or both of them actually have Brigittes. Also coming out left and right. Beat gets dropped. Dead Knight with a pick onto Super Dude. Again, a source of healing already out of the way. Picks just going Harmony's way, as they kind of have been all evening. And it doesn't look like Team E can even really get to the card anymore. With Fishcat and Yakyung Guy just kind of getting off there, card just rolls onto the final checkpoint. hopefully Team E has a little something up their sleeves, some gas left in the tanks, just to try to figure out some way to get just a single map win would really be huge, not only morally for their team, just keep that morale up, but just to show that Penn State Harmony can indeed be stopped, because they've looked more or less unstoppable all evening. Again, 10 seconds here till the final countdown of the evening, unless Team E can push all the way through to the third point of King's Row, which has happened quite commonly. "60 seconds here with the teams set up. Team E taking out Super Dude onto the Doomfist, who's been quite popular, not only on the ladder, but kind of at the end of the Overwatch League. Just as a very good one-hit KO sort of character there. Actually swaps over onto the Widow. Again, sort of seeing who you can see. Hanzo's sitting up there. Hello, Ace. Super Dude switching back. Just wanted to kind of get a little peek, see what was going on.
Omnix will not be kept down forever.
10 seconds to go here. All right. Team E's attack is underway. They're exiting spawn here. They seem to be taking more of their time than Harmony did. Super Dude almost going on a sort of flank. Who's over there? It's Dead Knight lobbing some grenades in as the Junkrat there. Super Dude is trying to take him out. Does get a good pick onto him. Team E, see if they can capitalize on the fact that Harmony's playing one member down, and that's a giant source of damage as well, actually. Sort of playing around the side of the fountain here. Side of the statue. Super Dude deciding to go all the way around the back. Or actually going up top. Poppy is with him as well. Trying to find a good opportunity to deal some surprise damage onto Harmony here. Dead Knight's actually already back. Ace of Spades gets a pick up onto Poppy. And, oh, Foster gets a pick onto Fishcat as well with his charge. Black Matter really can't even stand one hammer swing. And there he goes down to Foster Walrus. Foster really being the MVP of Penn State Harmony's defense on offense and defense here on King's Row. And with that, Team E is stopped once again. And as Poppy running back to spawn, trying to regroup with his team. Ace of Spades with a nice shot onto Black Matter is going to stagger Team E even further, trying to force their reset. Dragons come out from Ace of Spades there. Doesn't get anyone, actually. Foster charging in onto Super Dude. Kind of a response there to the Graviton. Graviton's coming out from both sides, actually, as well as that the Earth Shatter. A lot of ults being used here by Penn State Harmony. Team E, this is actually a pretty good opportunity for them. Just kind of relax, let the ultimates finish, and they're only going to have to deal with Dead Knight's Junkrat tire, Rip Tire. Team E is just kind of regrouping here. They're going to have 4 ultimates for this final fight. Poppy just trying to get some nice charge, get that Shatter right back up. Ooh, nearly picks onto Fishcat once again. Foster almost out of position, but covered by Kikis very well. Penn State Harmony kind of retreating back onto point. 4 ultimates again online for Team E, but that's a lot of damage onto them dealt by Penn State Harmony. Super Dude with a great pick onto Dead Knight once again. Hammer comes in from Blaze. 2 picks, 3 picks coming in for Team E, and it looks like this was the button that they needed. Riptire comes out, gets shut down by Young Kind Guy. Mercy is trying to keep the point alive, but this is actually going to be the first point of the match earned by Team E. And like I said, some last-minute magic. What a time to make it happen. Some great charge being built by the Zarya here. Already has that Graviton ready to go. Trying to see if they can get that same sort of space that Foster created Ace Spades with a pick on a Black Matter. That's going to slow things down quite a bit. Unfortunately, Kikis is going to get the better of his Zarya counterpart. And it looks like Penn State Harmony is going to be forcing Team E back before the payload even really got moving too far. Foster with a good charge in, getting covered by his supports very well. And he's taking a little bit of a nap on the ground there. Team E is just trying to regroup, and it looks like the only place they're going to be able to do that is back in spawn. Penn State Harmony realizing that, kind of falling back a little bit. They can't hold at the spawn doors. Team E grouping back up on the high ground here. Trying to see maybe if they might be able to jump. They're jumping down. Some might be going behind there. Super Dude's thinking about it. See if he can get any picks. Graviton goes out. Unfortunately, I didn't see it. I was on there with Super Dude. Poppy with a huge 3-piece. And again, Kill's just going the way of Team E. And it looks like the payroll is going to keep moving there. We've got Dead Knight behind the cart. But he won't be alive for long if he decides to stick around. He is indeed actually going to continue trying to stall the cart. But, you know, he's decided he's done. He's trying to back out, but it's picked off by the Zarya. Team E with a nice movement on the payload here, finally. Sorry, I didn't say it. If I didn't say it earlier, but on this map, it's actually going to be Team E on the left and Penn State Harmony in red, or in the Team E in the blue. You know, the ones being sent back to spawn by Penn State Harmony. Once again, Ace Spades, nice 2-piece dragons, cart startups there. Not much more able to be said. Poppy trying to escape, but Foster just laying down the hammer of justice, I do believe. Just forcing the end of that fight. Penn State Harmony trying to hold the corner here. A pretty good place to hold. They're holding in front of the payload, which is a major advantage for them. Payload just rolling backwards now. Super Dude trying to get behind, get some picks. Meteor Strike comes out from him, trying to find some nice targets there. Almost gets Ace. Does peck him up, actually. But he gets taken down himself by Enchilada. Ace Spades gets rezzed, and Team E, they're looking even, but Foster goes... both the Shatter and the Graviton actually coming out from Team E, and it looks like it was to good use. Poppy with another nice little Reaper ultimate there, but unfortunately he's the only one alive. Without anyone else, it's going to have to be Super Dude with one hell of a fight here to keep the cart alive. Without any support there, without the rest of his team, he just gets melted. And it looks like this is going to be where payload stops and where the match ends. Good game to Penn State Harmony. I would like to thank everyone for joining us tonight. Hope you had an enjoyable time. If you have any feedback, please feel free to leave it in the video comments or message me directly on Discord, Hamoff347. And once again, just fantastic showing from Penn State Harmony. Definitely the #1 team to beat in the league, I would believe. But don't take it too bad, Team E. You had a fantastic fight last week. We know you have that spark. With that said, this is going to be Hamoff347. My name is Gary, signing off. Have a good night, everyone.